I'm going to make a quick video, but before I say what I found wrong with this, do not take these apart. Switch mode power supplies contain high voltage capacitors that can store a charge that can seriously hurt you. So if you're following along, you're doing so at your own risk. I do not take responsibility. So, this unit was completely dead when I got it. Now, I just had it plugged in, so there may still be a charge on these guys. These cans are not isolated, so if this was plugged in, these would be live. Same thing with this one. Okay? There you go. You can see the voltage rating on that guy. These guys. So what was wrong with this power supply? It's a little hard to hold it now because I have a cord plugged into the back of it. Is this capacitor right here was bad. That's the one I took out of it. Cheap, capacitors. So, in the long term, I'm going to use this guy for a while. I'm going to replace all of the Frutal electrolytics, including the one I just put in there, because I borrowed that off a different power supply from a cheap refrigerator. I'll replace those. I'll replace that. I'm going to leave the SMD ones alone, because I don't really have the ability right now to work on SMD capacitors. But this one in particular, because it's right next to some big heat sources from and the fan also blows hot air off of the transistors. Those two, I don't know if they're MOSFETs, they're probably MOSFETs or transistors. Those guys get hot. Hot air is blown through. That's a diode. I know that because on the back side, you can see it's a diode. It's probably a Schottky diode. But yeah, there's the area I want to stay away from. This whole bottom section, for the most part, is primary side, along with this side, kind of the spicy section. So, it turns on, wakes up. I haven't tested output yet. I'll get the lid put back on it so I can test it. Yep. So all it was a cheap, no-name capacitor. And I got some nice Panasonic ones here that would work. They're a little higher. They're 1800 microfarads, 25 volt. What I should do is test what voltage is coming out of that section, actually. See if I can, These are all good brand caps. Some of them are older, some of them are newer. What is that? Oh, that's a little neon. I just put the neon in there to take it home. Yep. I think the pin spacing on these Panasonic, I think I did try. Yeah, I did try to put one of these in there, and the pin spacing was too wide. And I didn't feel like bending the pins to fit. So, yeah, this thing. Oh, cheap capacitor. So I guess even in today's age, we're still having some capacitor plague problems. Yeah, stupid capacitors. Yeah, that's why I always say, if you're going to buy capacitors, buy the name brand ones, don't buy the cheap ones. I know it's tempting, you can get a whole bunch of these for the price of, a couple of the name brand, but you're going to end up spending money and chasing your tail around when you have a problem with something. I watched the behavior, because there's a power light on the motherboard right there that was just doing the flash, as this power supply that supplies all the low voltage control signaling couldn't come up because this one was bad. I did test this one before I put it in there with this. I'll put you down for a minute. I'm going to hook this one back up. It doesn't really matter the polarity, because this is going to do both of them. And I'm just going to let that run. I was being lazy. I didn't want to go in my office, so I just did it on my lap. There you go. 2 millifarades, a V loss of 2.7. I mean, the impedance and everything looks good, but this guy is dead. It's not bulged, it's not puffed, it's not leaked. It's just poof, done ski. And it's very light too. Like, you know, I have 1,000 microfarad 16 volt, you know, Nichicon capacitor, and it weighs more than this. So I'm gonna test it one more time. I get the same test result each time. It hasn't changed. I think it read a little higher on the millifarads, like 2.5. But yeah, see the V loss when I warm it up with my hand, just holding it, goes up. So that capacitor's shot. That thing is shot.